Title: My wife vanished. No warning, just a text. I'm in Paris. Take care of the kids. 6 confused children stood in the parking lot. I called. No answer. So I made a decision. This morning, my phone blew up. She was back. And furious. 216 missed calls. I stared at the phone screen. 216 missed calls. Her name flashing like a curse. She was back, but she had no idea what she'd walked into. The last time I heard from her, it wasn't a goodbye, it wasn't a fight, it wasn't even a conversation. Just a text. I'm in Paris. Take care of the kids. I was standing in a grocery store parking lot when it came through, and around me, 6 confused children clutching their backpacks, searching the lot for a mother who wasn't coming. I called. No answer. I called again. Silence. That's when something inside me went very still. The kind of stillness that doesn't break, even when the world around you shatters. We had history. 15 years. A home. A bond I thought was built on loyalty. I remembered her laughter echoing through our kitchen. The way she held our babies as though the world was safe. I trusted her with every corner of my heart. But trust, I realized, is the most efficient weapon a betrayer has. The first suspicion came 3 months before Paris. A late-night call she took in the bathroom, voice lowered, door locked. Then the trips, work training, conferences, always with excuses rehearsed, always with that distant look in her eyes. I wanted to believe her. I wanted to protect the image of the woman I thought she was. But truth has a smell. You can't wash it off. So I began watching, quietly. Pain sharpened into planning. While she lived in her new fantasy, I became a ghost in her world. I pulled bank records, traced credit card charges. Hotel rooms in cities she never told me she visited. Jewelry bought, but never worn at home. I hired a friend, a private investigator with no conscience. Photos came back, her hand locked in another man's, her face lit up in ways it hadn't been for me in years. My rage could have exploded then, but rage is wasteful. I chose precision instead. Step 1, secure the children. I made sure the house, the finances, the schools, all tied to me, legally, ironclad. Step 2, patience. I let her drift further, believing I was broken, too stunned to act. Let her imagine I was drowning in childcare, clinging to survival. She didn't know I was building a case behind her, piece by piece. Her name off the accounts, my name on the deeds. Evidence, documented, cataloged, hidden where only I could reach. Step 3, timing. I waited for her to vanish completely, for her to walk into her Paris dream. Because absence is abandonment, and abandonment is leverage. When she left, I filed. Divorce, custody, abandonment on record. Her desertion spelled out in black and white. The judge didn't need convincing. The papers, the timestamps, the photographs did it for me. She lost everything before she even realized there was a fight. Now here she was, back, and furious. My phone wouldn't stop buzzing. 216 missed calls. She was unraveling somewhere out there, screaming into the void, realizing the world had shifted while she played Parisian fantasy. I didn't answer, not yet. The confrontation came 2 days later. She stormed into the driveway, her face twisted with rage, her voice cracking the air. "You stole my children!" she screamed. I stepped out calmly, hands in my pockets. The kids watched from the window, wide-eyed. "No," I said, steady. "You gave them away." Her eyes flickered, first confusion, then fear. She knew. Somewhere deep inside, she knew the ground under her had been stolen. Neighbors gathered, phones recorded, the perfect stage. She shouted about betrayal, about lies, about me ruining her life. But every accusation bounced back. I didn't need to argue. The documents spoke for me. The photographs, the empty months where she never called, never came home. In that moment, she wasn't the wife I once loved. She was a spectacle, a fallen figure clawing at smoke. I watched her collapse into her own undoing, and I felt nothing. The man she left for never came to help her. I knew he wouldn't. He was married too. She was never his future, just his escape. And now she was stranded in minefield ruins of her own making. She begged then, dropped to her knees on the gravel, mascara bleeding down her face. "Please, please, I'll change. Don't do this to me." But the thing about betrayal is, it isn't reversible. Once someone weaponizes your trust, there's no resetting the game. I spoke low so only she could hear. You walked away. Paris was your choice. This, I gestured at the house, the kids, the life she lost, this was mine. Her sobs echoed, but I turned my back. Closure doesn't come in a clean package. It comes in fragments, the silence of the phone that no longer controls you, the relief in your children's eyes when stability returns, the absence of her shadow in the hallways. But in those fragments, there is power. She thought she vanished into freedom. Instead, she vanished into nothing. And me? I walked out stronger, colder, untouchable. Because sometimes revenge isn't fire, it's paperwork. It's patience. It's watching the betrayer destroy themselves with the rope you quietly placed in their hands. And when it's over, you don't gloat, you don't rage, you just walk away, knowing you've already won.